Good evening, my name is Boneslayer, and welcome to another episode of Evolve Tutorials. Fantastic. I feel like I need to be louder, but don't worry about it. Alright. So today we are going to do Kraken. Boy, what? Stop, son. Go back to default, so that they can actually see what you really look like. Yeah, okay. So these are all the defaults of all the monsters. That's the second time I've changed it. I don't know why it went back. But anyway, today is Kraken and Elder Kraken. I just watched my Goliath video over again to see if it was good, and it surprisingly was for some reason. So anyway, let's go into Kraken, and before we start, I'm going to give a little basics on the abilities and who Kraken is. So this is Kraken. Obviously, it looks like Cthulhu. And I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick, so if I sound weird at times, that's why. But, so these are his abilities. Lightning Strike is probably my favorite, you can see there. Those points get together to the middle, and when they get together in the middle, he smashes down with a Lightning Strike. That does massive damage. That's his damage ability. The Banshee Mines are another damage ability, but it's mostly small damage to try and confuse them. And to set them up pretty much. You see there, it has probably about the same radius as Lightning Strike. Except it does less damage. But it's pretty much a trap that you can set if you use it right. But I've never used it as a trap before, at least successfully. I've always used it in battle. But that's it. It shoots out a ball, and it goes over and explodes. And it can be used on wildlife, but I wouldn't recommend it, I guess. Like, you could do that, but I don't recommend it. And here's Aftershock. It's a very wide radius around the Kraken. Anybody, even wildlife that's in that radius, will be shocked when the radius goes down. You can see there, those three things. Striders, I think they're called. Just got Aftershocked and died. That is that thing. It doesn't do much damage, and it's garbage in my opinion, but it can be used if you use it correctly. Then Vortex, it's pretty much the Goliath's... Yeah, it's pretty much the Kraken's version of the Goliath's charge. I'll say that. You can see he's shooting something out that will push the hunters back far and do damage. No, stop. Why? Why did my mouse not move when I dragged it down? Boy. Let's do this correctly. There we go. 1 point on each. Then again, I'm going to use these because it increases smell range, feeding speed, and climbing speed, but that doesn't really matter to me. Feeding speed and smell range is what matters. Anyway. We're fighting against them. I don't really care who we're fighting against. I'm pretty sure the support we're up against, though, is way too OP. But, hey, we'll deal with it, because I'm good at this game, so I might win. I also might lose, but I might win. Armadons. Who are Armadons? I don't know. I don't know who Armadons are. That's new to me. I know who Tyrants are, and Megamouths, and Striders. But I don't know what Armadons are. I know what Trapjaws are. Everybody knows. Anyway, so let's get into this. I don't know why it's taking this long to load. That's a little bit strange. There we go. So we are the Kraken. The Kraken used to be my favorite monster because it looked awesome and it could fly. But recently I changed, obviously. Sorry guys. Like I said, I'm sick. So my nose is blocked. My throat will itch from time to time. I'm sorry. Not much I could do about that, but I apologize. Anyway, so let's get going. I also like how he walks. That was another thing I liked about him. He looks cool when he walks. But here's Vortex. They're dead. The Vortex, I would say, is the Kraken's hunt ability, if you use it properly. But the Aftershock and Banshee Mines could also be used for hunting. Lightning Strike could also be used for hunting, but I wouldn't most of the time. Like, I would sometimes, but most of the time, I would not use Lightning Strike. But the Vortex is pretty much just a powerful charge, because it goes a lot farther than charge does, and you don't have to move with it, which is better than charge, so... The Vortex is definitely better than Goliath's charge ability, but hey. Oh, and another thing that is special about Kraken. Like, I know I've said he flies, and I know if you've seen my other videos, you've seen it. But, let me just kill these things so I can show you. But when he flies, his melee attack shoots out balls of stuff. So when he flies, the melee attack by left clicking is actually a ranged attack, so you don't have to land. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can do that as Elder Kraken, but you can as normal Kraken. Anyway. So of course the strategy for Kraken is the same. You gotta keep moving. You gotta get as far away as you can, but not too far. If you only spend your time gaining distance, then you're not gonna do anything to get armor and that kind of stuff, which is going to hurt you. So gain distance while gaining armor and energy. A good balance of both is very effective. And if you stay in the same place for too long, like Justin does whenever he plays this game, then you're going to die. There's not much you can do about that. You stay in the same place for too long, they're going to find you and they're going to kill you, and you're not going to be able to fight against it. Anyway, I'll show you his travel ability and how good it is. You go up into the air, then you propel forward. But if you played the original Evolve, or if you've seen my videos, you might remember the Kraken going faster than this when he flies. Because I sure do. He is extremely slow now, and I don't know why. So it sucks, but hey, not much you can do about it. They are not near me, let's evolve. Okay. Really? Really? Trap jaws. They're gonna attack me while I evolve. So I put 3 on Banshee Mines, Lightning Strike, and Vortex because those are the 3 better ones. Aftershock and garbage is what I'm saying. Really? Get out of here! Trap jaws, what are you doing? Okay. Let's keep moving. Now that he's stage 2, he walks differently, but it's still equally cool. So hey. What the? Oh, it was Hank. Okay, so Lightning Strike, I'll walk you through the abilities. Lightning Strike is the damage dealing thing, I'll show you right here. This is Lightning Strike, they're all dead. So Lightning Strike is how you damage the hunters, it is the main thing. The Banshee Mines right here, when they turn red, that means they're engaged, and they'll start screaming a high-pitched tone while they fly over to their target. And they're pretty much homing missiles that you can set as traps. If there's nothing around them, they'll stay blue and in one place. But as soon as a wildlife or a hunter walks past them, they'll turn red and home in on the target. So they can be used as traps if you use them correctly, but I don't. I use them in battle because that's how I use them. And then Aftershock, I'll show you Aftershock probably right here. I would not recommend it for hunting purposes, but it can be used for that. Aftershock just killed these 2 guys. Then Vortex is what you'll see me use a lot in hunting, because it kills them very easily. So, Vortex is probably the hunt ability. But yeah, those are what the 4 abilities do. They are slightly different for Elder Kraken, but I'll talk about that when I do Elder Kraken, not right now. Okay, let's eat him. Alright. So we're almost stage 3, and you can see that the changes are, I have like things coming out of my back and my arms now, and I'm a little bit bigger, obviously, and I walk differently. But those are pretty much, I guess, all the changes for Kraken. He still looks really awesome, though. Oh crap, they better not be close enough. Well, actually, if they are close enough to dome me, that would actually be good. And then you can see how I survived domes early in the game. But I didn't get to show you when I was playing Goliath because I'm too good at the game. So I didn't get domed at all until I wanted to be domed. We're almost to stage 3, okay. So if I get domed before stage 3 in this video, which it looks like I won't be, then you'll see how I survive. But usually I'll try to hide behind walls as much as possible to try and not get hit, and I'll only attack to keep them away. Like, for example, I was playing as Gorgon, and I was playing with Luke and Dylan, I believe. Well, I don't know if Dylan was there, but I know Luke was. Luke was the assault as Hyde, because that's his favorite. Hyde is the one with the flamethrower. And Gorgon flies across the map a lot, which means a close-range flamethrower is not going to be useful against someone who's good at Gorgon.
The relay is vulnerable.
So they domed me early in the game, and every time Luke got close, I would fly to the other side of the dome. So he did almost no damage against me, and I got out of there without even losing my armor all the way. That is how you got to do it. You got to make sure you don't take much damage, but also make sure that you're able to keep them at bay. Because what you need to do to get out of the dome successfully, you need to kill one hunter. Doesn't matter who, just find the hunter that's easiest for you to kill and take them out. If all 4 hunters are there, then it will probably be the medic, but anybody. Just take out one hunter, and that will reduce the time of how long the dome is up by like 3 minutes, which might not seem like a lot, but for a dome, 3 minutes means that the dome's only going to be up for like another 20 seconds, and then you'll be out of there. So down one hunter, and then just try to stay alive. Don't go all out fighting when you down that hunter either. Try to hide behind walls the entire time, and like, just trick them out pretty much. Get them to come to you so that they're already close to you by the time they're able to hit you. And just take down one hunter and then run around the dome the whole time. That is pretty much how you win. I knew we shouldn't have played this Hank. This Hank is way too OP. He has a laser that does all your health in one go. He's worse than the Assault, and the Assault is Torvald. So if I don't win, it's because we were fighting him. He is way too OP. They need to nerf him, not Kraken. What the heck? I don't know why you do that. And Emet the medic is down. And we need to kill Sergeant Hank. He's more of a threat than the freaking Torvald, the Assault. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go, okay. So the damage dealer is down because they really need to nerf the support. But the real damage dealer right here does less damage than the support. So hey, let's get him over there. Let's take out the Trapper. The strategy with Kraken, I find, is that a lot of his abilities attack a lot of people at once, I would say. And some of his abilities, Vortex, knock others back. So pretty much the strategy as Kraken is to attack as many hunters as you can at once, and then keep the others back. Like if there's a hunter causing you problems, then knock him back so that you can attack the ones that aren't causing you problems. So like, for example, I was trying to attack, I believe it was Hank, and Jack has something that can freeze you in place, and I don't know what to do about it, because I don't play against Jack that much. So I just hit him with Vortex, and he started flying across the map instead of hitting me with that beam thing. So the thing freezing me in place went down because I knocked it back, and then I was able to kill off Hank right after that. So the Kraken strategy is to attack as many people as you can in one go, because a lot of his abilities have high radiuses, and the ones that are causing you problems that are hard to kill, knock them back and kill the ones that are easier so that there's less of a threat when you do fight the ones that are harder. Not Kraken. Now let's play Elder Kraken. Elder Kraken is obviously still Kraken, so it's a similar strategy, except his abilities are slightly different, and they do more damage that are enhanced. They also look cooler. Here's Banshee Missile. I don't know if Banshee Missile is the same as Kraken's Banshee ability, because by the looks of this, I don't play Elder Kraken much, and it's been a while since I have. But I believe, just by looking at that, the Banshee Missile just goes and explodes. It doesn't, like, wait for anything to go around it. The Chain Lightning is Aftershock, except whoever is standing in the radius, even if there's someone outside of the radius, but they're close to the one who is, it'll go from the one who's in the radius to the one who's outside the radius. So it's Aftershock that can reach outside of its own boundaries if it has the ability to. The Death Spiral is just an enhanced Vortex. You will see the changes. Because another thing that is a little bit annoying is that the Elder Kraken's Lightning Strike, you cannot change it. Like, As Kraken, when you lightning strike, you can see that I'm like moving it around to hit somebody. But as Elder Kraken, if you press the lightning strike ability, wherever you were aiming it when you press the button is where it's going to hit. You can't aim it after you started the ability. So that's a little bit annoying, but we'll deal with it. Alright, so Elder Kraken I like more than Kraken, not because the abilities are stronger, but because the abilities and the Kraken itself looks cooler. A lot of my judgment on monsters are by how they look. Not going to lie. Anyway. So let's just get rid of this trash and let us do this crap. Sorry about my nose, guys. Like I said, I'm sick and it friggin' sucks. Okay, so let's get out of here. You can also see he's faster than Kraken, which is very good. But he doesn't have the ranged attack when he flies, which also sucks. So anyway, let's get out of the drop zone and... Yeah, I can't aim it. Did I just move while I was lightning striking? Is that possible? Or was it because I was already in the air? Hold on, what? Wait. Oh, what? I can move while that's happening? Holy crap, my mind just exploded. So you can't redirect where the lightning strike is going to be, but you can dodge bullets while you're lightning striking, so I guess there's that. Anyway, here's Banshee Missile. It doesn't wait for anything to go past it, it just goes in a straight line and explodes. So it's hard to hit this small target that's moving away from me. But if there's a whole group of hunters, then Banshee Mine is going to be useful. What? I don't think it has much of a range as the normal Banshee Mines do. Not Banshee Mines, Vortex. I don't play with Kraken much, so this might be a little bit confusing for you because I'm confused myself about things. But I know the basics and I know what I'm doing because I'm a good monster. In fact, I'm so good that the only people that can kill me so far are hackers, and Dylan leaves the game whenever I get chosen as monster. He refuses to fight me because I never lose. They've only beaten me once because I was playing as Wraith, and I didn't realize that they had nerfed all of Wraith's abilities. But of course, we'll talk about that when I actually do Wraith tutorial. I'm not going to talk about it now. But his abilities are nerfed, and I did not know that when I played him. So I was not prepared to get destroyed as fast as I did. I got to stage 3, but then after that, there's nothing like it. That was the only time they won against me. So that Dylan just leaves the game. I don't know why, but hey, he just doesn't like losing, I guess. So I may not know crap about Elder Kraken and Kraken, but I know stuff about being the monster. And I have played normal Kraken a lot because he used to be my favorite. So I know a lot more about Kraken than I do Elder Kraken, but the rest of Elder Kraken stuff are obvious, and I'm learning it myself, so I am learning things here today. Let's evolve. So like always, like Kraken, I'm going to max out Lightning Strike, gonna put one on Banshee, Missile, and let's do Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is a lot more useful than Aftershock. Holy crap. The Elder Kraken's version of Aftershock, Chain Lightning, is probably better than the Death Spiral. Whereas normal Kraken, the Vortex, was better than the Aftershock. And I missed. Oh, okay. Death Spiral. That definitely does less damage than normal Vortex. Holy crap. Anyway, Lightning Striker. I missed. I'm garbage. Yeah, Death Spiral is definitely worse than Vortex. So Chain Lightning is more useful than Death Spiral, in my opinion. So if you play the same way I do, like this, then put more on Chain Lightning than Death Spiral. But still max out Lightning Strike because that is clearly the best. And I ran right into him. Fantastic. I did the smell ability and it didn't show them until I was right next to him. I got smell range for a reason, game. Why do you do this bullcrap? I'm gonna kill these two so that if I get low on armor, I can eat them later. But you gotta push them back. I got a message, of course. Monster armor destroyed. Wait, what? Oh, that's Kala. Kala can take out your armor temporarily so that they can do damage to you, even if you have armor. I got so confused. I thought they just broke the game. Dig! I'd rather you didn't do this. Take out the assault. Medic, you're ticking me off. This is not a good strategy to be in the corner like this, but this is what I've done with my life. This is how it's gonna stay. You're dead-o. Let's get out of here. I downed the medic and the assault so that when I get to stage 3 and battle them, they're gonna have less health and be easier to kill. But I'm also gonna have less health. Except I'm gonna be stage 3, which makes up for it, because when you're at stage 3, I could have half health and I've still won. How do I know? Because I've won at stage 2 multiple times, and I didn't even lose all my armor sometimes. I usually lose all my armor whenever I win at stage 2, but sometimes I just destroy. Depends on the team I'm facing. But I prefer to get to stage 3. I'll usually purposely not kill them at stage 2, because I want the game to go on, because I find it more fun to get to stage 3. Example, just now. The medic and the assault were down, which means that the only two left was the support and the trapper, which are garbage. I could have easily killed them, but I purposely didn't because I want the game to go on. I want to get to stage 3 because that's more fun.
The relay is vulnerable. Get in range.
I could have just won the game, but I chose not to. So now that I'm at stage 3, you can see that I look like a beast. I walk the same as normal Kraken, except I look cooler, and that means everything. So anyway, we got maximum amount of armor, and we have maximum capacity of health, but I took damage, obviously, so. Kala's gonna make things hard. Because Kala has the thing that's able to remove your armor temporarily while the beam is on you, I guess. So, they can do damage to your health before your armor comes back online, which is why my health is down that far right now. That's going to be a little bit annoying if I die before my armor even gets empty. Which is possible, it's just hard, because I'm good at this game. So let's go on over to the power relay where we make our stand. Should be easy, but Kala might change my mind on that. But then again, Lennox and Val do have less health though. Let's go. Gotta start off by attacking Val with everything you have. Oh dang, Lennox wants to die today, oh. Val is dead because she's a scrub. Why am I moving to the... What? How did that just... What? What's going on? The game started pulling the monster to the side. Wait, what's going on? Where's the last hunter? What? Where'd he go? Did he phase through the ground? Oh. The last hunter just disappeared. What the heck?
Hunter returned to the dropship.
Well, now you're about to see me win by destroying the power relay. That was easy, though. Because Lennox dove into me while I was trying to use Chain Lightning on Val. So then I did Chain Lightning on both of them. And Chain Lightning is powerful. It does a lot of damage. So then their health both dropped instead of just Val, because Lennox is an idiot. Then I just Lightning Striked, and then they did. They're scrubs. That's the moral of the story here. So there you go. That's my two garbage gameplay stuff on Kraken and Elder Kraken. I didn't do the best playing with them, but that's because Kraken isn't my best monster. I'm better with Goliath than I am as Kraken. And because they nerfed Wraith, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose when I do the tutorial for her, but hopefully it'll be good. I'm garbage with Behemoth because Behemoth is garbage. Why does it keep doing that crap? Go back to default, you scrubs. And I'm amazing with Gorgon beyond belief. Not the best with Gorgon, but when I play Gorgon, Dylan leaves. So, yeah. Anyway, that is Kraken. Next one, hold on, will be Wraith, and I'll probably lose because Wraith is garbage now. See, they changed it to Phantom instead of Decoy because they just nerfed it. Yeah. Summon a high damage Phantom. So the Decoy does more damage now, but you're not invisible. Which means you now have barely any health and armor. But they can still see you and kill you instead of the Phantom. Therefore, you're going to die. Why did they do that? I don't understand. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here, and I'll continue complaining about the nerf of Wraith in next episode, not now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this endeavor. If you like being here and hopefully learning some things, then hit that like button. If you liked it a lot, then hit that big red button that says subscribe under the screen. Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me. May I see you in the next one. Boneslayer out.